Good morning, everybody. We've got another day of the taper today, and I've told you many times before, I'm not perfect with eating. I'm enjoying some golden grams this morning. I love golden grams. I'm just really craving them, so that's what we're going with. Got that and some coffee, of course. And yeah, so we're just getting the day started here. We'll have a run outside around 4.5 miles. I'll talk a little bit about it on the go. It's a cool morning today. It's only like 50 degrees, 54 degrees right now, somewhere in between there. So we'll get outside. It's a nice cool day. It's going to be a generally easy run, but like I said, I'll talk more about it on the road. It's almost time for the New York City Marathon. We're, I guess, like 10 days away now. I haven't even really thought about it this morning, how close we actually are getting, but it's pretty crazy. I'm excited. The closer we get, the more excited I am, because I haven't been to a race for, I don't know, I think since like March 2020 was my last 5K race. So this is going to be the first race back, and it's a big one. So anyway, we'll get outside. If anybody is new to the channel and feels like subscribing, this is a running channel, so leave a like if you don't want to subscribe, but you're welcome to join us. And yeah, like I said, let's get outside. All right, we're out on a run, and it's only 55 degrees today or so, but the sun is out, as you can tell, so the feeling of the sun right on me, I don't think I made the wrong choice with like a 3/4 sleeve, but I think I made the wrong color choice because I'm feeling the black shirt absorbing all the heat. So we're just out on an easy portion of the run now. So far it's been around 10 minutes per mile, and then we'll have to do just a mile at a race pace, and then we'll cool down again back home as we just circle around the neighborhood in Beacon here. So that's the plan for today. Mostly recovery, and we're just mixing in a little race pace to keep the legs awake as we lock in on the pace and everything. Keep the legs used to moving with the right stride and everything. So just trying to dial that in, but the overall mileage is coming down so that my legs feel like they have a good break. Check out the nice fall colors on the mountain. Not a bad view for a track. Just about to hit mile 2 on the track, and then we'll kick it into gear for the marathon pace mile, and then should be about 1.5 miles home, and we'll wrap up a 4.5 mile run total. So we're just about to hit it right now. Trying to focus on a good cadence for this marathon portion and staying relaxed in my stride, my shoulders, and my arms. We got the whole track to ourselves today, or at least for right now. So it's nice. We're down to the last 1/4 mile, or almost the last 200 meters of this marathon pace mile, and you know, overall feels good. Feels like what it should. I think I'm going too fast, to be honest, but it'll work. So just wrap this up and then jog home. Again, not trying to overdo it with volume this week or next week. We're really gonna just focus on keeping the pattern of the running. So same amount of running days, but
reducing the volume so my legs feel fresh. And that's always been key for all my racing, half marathon, marathon, ultra marathon. Really makes a difference to have fresh legs. Of course the marathon's hard, but when you're fresh, the first 18 miles of the marathon feel like a piece of cake, as long as you're kind of on your right pace. And then it all hits and you really gotta dig, but yeah, if you're fresh, you can really cruise through the first 16 to 18 miles and it feels great. So that's what I'm going for here today and this week and next week and on race day. It's always fun to close out those rings on the Apple Watch. It's like one little game type piece of it that makes it convincing to use. It just feels like an achievement every time you do it.
Frankie, sit. No, sit. Alright, so we finished our run today. We've got everything in that we needed to outside. Did some stretching, did some foam rolling inside, some more stretching. All really important, I feel like, for me, as I try and really freshen up and make sure that I'm well rested and, you know, really tapering and getting my body to feel fresh and ready to go before the marathon during these last couple weeks. We took out these old Asics Nova Blasts today. I talked about them in a pretty recent video. They're getting pretty beat up here on the top and on the outsole actually as well. Just a little bit of wear and tear going on, but I mentioned it before and I'll mention it again. I really go by feel of the midsole, and this shoe in general is just still has a lot of life left in it. So it was very comfortable today out on the run. I don't go by how the shoe looks visibly. Even shoes that are really durable and look really good for 800 miles, honestly, I would just never take a shoe to 800 miles myself. I tend to feel like, especially with my weight, you know, being over 200 pounds in general, to over 225, 230 most of the time, even when I'm in my best shape racing, shoes just wear out. I can feel them, that they're pretty dead under my foot. So still going strong with these. These are close to around 200 miles now, but so far so good. So good job Asics with really making them durable in the ways that matter to me. So we went about 4.8 miles after all, and it was an average pace, I think around like 9:35, 9:40, something like that per mile. And really that was, you know, a couple easy miles followed by the one marathon effort, which was around 8:50, I guess, per mile. And then some other recovery miles just on our way back home. So overall it went well. Again, it was just a little middle section to kind of wake up the legs, make sure they're still feeling right, and just being used to, you know, that cadence, that stride length, everything that goes into what I'm going to be doing on race day for the marathon. Making sure they're comfortable at that speed, while also just getting in some more easy mileage and making sure that I'm well rested going into that marathon Sunday. But yeah, I don't know, I just have a lot of thoughts in my head, a lot of excitement. I'll talk a little bit more about where I'm going to be and when in the city. You know, for a few days before the marathon, I'll be in Manhattan, just, you know, running around, getting used to the weather there, and just, you know, hanging out and seeing the old stomping ground. So with that, thanks for joining me in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Like I said, if you haven't left a like already, I'd really appreciate it. It just helps out the channel. And if you want to follow along for more content, please feel free to subscribe. Have a great one, everybody.